It's Wednesday, June 18th.
We are providing additional military assistance, drones, helicopters, broader munitions, over $2 billion worth of assistance.
As the G7 summit ends, Canada reaffirms its support for Ukraine and resets its diplomatic ties with India. Day 6, we are nearing a week of renewed fighting between Israel and Iran. U.S. President Donald Trump is reportedly considering joining the conflict. And a major volcanic eruption in south-central Indonesia sends this column of ash and smoke into the sky and disrupts travel to the country.
Panther perfection! The Florida Panthers win their second consecutive Stanley Cup.
Back-to-back champs. The Florida Panthers beat the Edmonton Oilers in the Stanley Cup Finals for a second straight year. Stay with us, Canada. Your morning starts right now. Couldn't even watch till the end. Good morning, Canada. Welcome to Your Morning. I'm Anne-Marie Mediwake.
Good morning. I'm Lindsey Deluce.
I'm Kelsey McEwen. I didn't even make it past the first period because by the time it was intermission, I was like, Jay, what's the score? He's like, 2-0. I'm like, night.
Bye.
See you later.
I know. Disappointing, that's for sure. We've got low lights coming up. I don't know. That's in a couple of minutes. But first, let's start with the G7 because it has wrapped up in Kananaskis with signs of fracture among its members.
The joint statement specifically on
No, it's
Ukraine.
in your presidential statement or your chair statement, but it is not signed by the 7 leaders. Why is that the case? What happened?
Nothing. Okay. This was discussed by all 7 leaders.
A lot of private conversations, right? As expected, the summit ended without a joint statement outlining the shared views of member countries. There was also no joint statement on the war in Ukraine. However, Prime Minister Mark Carney did announce more than $4 billion in new aid to Ukraine alongside Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Canada is also hitting Russia with new sanctions. Ottawa also reached a diplomatic reset with India during this summit.
It's a testament to...
Canada and India have agreed to appoint new high commissioners and restore regular diplomatic services. This was announced after the meeting with Prime Minister Mark Carney and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Prime Minister Modi's visit, as we know and we've been talking about, caused controversy after the Indian government was implicated by the RCMP in the murder of Sikh activist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. The Prime Minister's office did say the two leaders reaffirmed the importance of rule of law. There are reports U.S. President Donald Trump is considering entering the Israel-Iran conflict as the two sides exchange missile attacks for a 6th straight day. Only American bunker-busting bombs can reach Iran's nuclear enrichment facilities that are buried deep underground. President Trump has reportedly discussed entering the conflict with his national security team. He has called for Iran's, quote, unconditional surrender and says he knows where the country's supreme leader is. President Trump also claimed, quote, complete and total control over the skies over Iran. An Iranian official is warning that any U.S. intervention would risk an all-out war. Overnight, Israel says they've hit several weapons manufacturing sites in Iran. Iran launched several of their own attacks, triggering sirens in Israel twice. The wheels are in motion now for Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre's potential return to the House of Commons. Alberta MP Damien Kurek has officially resigned his position. Earlier in the spring, Kurek promised to vacate his Battle River Crowfoot seat so Pierre Poilievre could run in a by-election. The Conservative leader, as we know, lost his Ottawa area seat in April. Prime Minister Mark Carney has said he will call a by-election as soon as possible, but no word yet on the exact date of that. Oh, travelers passing through Trudeau Airport are going to be, well, they're going to have a lot of patience over the next couple of years.
We're building tomorrow's airport, but get ready for it.
So preparation is now underway for this major overhaul at the airport. It is expected to take 5 years to complete. Detours are already in place, but the work really begins in November when the main parking garage in front of the terminal will be torn down. Here's the plan. The plan is to build another multi-level parking lot, which means roads around the airport will be reconfigured. Ooh. Car lanes on arrival and departure levels, I got distracted, are going from 4 to 8, and improvements are being made to expand flight capacity as well. The project, by the way, is expected to cost $4 billion over 4 years, $1 billion a year. Toronto Transit has now been handed control of the trains for the Eglinton Crosstown LRT 5 years after it was set to open.
When the system achieves a certain amount of stability, we'll take 2 steps. We'll do formal trial running for a period of 14 days, and then we will have a 30-day revenue service demonstration.
The TTC is also now in charge of testing the line. Driver training and civil infrastructure is said to be finished. The line, it still needs that 14-day formal trial and a month of practice before it's officially done. So, when will the line open? Question mark. The goal is September, which would be, carry the one, it'll be 14 years after construction started. Some sad news this morning. Chef and Food Network star Anne Burrell has died. Burrell worked in kitchens all over the world before landing at the Food Network. She starred in shows like Worst Cooks in America, Chef Wanted, and Best Thing I Ever Ate. Burrell died yesterday morning at home in New York. Her family did release a statement saying, quote, "Though she's no longer with us, her warmth, spirit, and boundless love remain eternal." Anne Burrell was 55. People in south central Indonesia are waking up to ash and dust covering roads and homes after a major volcanic eruption. You can see here with the visuals we're about to show you, there you go, this tower of ash and smoke coming from Mount Luotobilaki. Officials have now raised the eruption alert to its highest level while expanding the danger zone. No deaths have been reported. People living in 2 villages near this volcano, and look at all the ash, they've been told to get out. There now worries heavy rain will cause the lava to start flowing. Dozens of flights in and out of Bali have been canceled or delayed. Flights from India, Singapore, and Australia are also affected by this. For the second straight year, the Oilers have lost the Stanley Cup final to the Panthers.
Reinhart with the steal, nice move, comes to the net, scores!
The Oilers lost 5-1 in Game 6. Sam Reinhart opened the scoring. He had 4 goals, 4 last night. He's just the 6th player in league history and the first since 1957 to score that many goals in a game in the Stanley Cup final. Sam Bennett, by the way, won the Conn Smythe for playoff MVP. He scored 15 goals in the lead up to the Cup. So that's done. Hey, Bruce, the Bat dog star, his star is rising.
He's great. He's really goofy, obviously being a golden retriever. So he's going to do great here.
Bruce the Bat Dog. Bruce usually works for the AAA Rochester Red Wings. He's so cute, but he recently got called up to the big leagues to do some pregame bat retrieval at Nationals Park. 21-month-old golden retriever. Worked his tail off, guys. When he's not working on the field, he poses for pictures for a small fee that goes to help veterans living in the Rochester area, so that's lovely. What a beautifully groomed dog.
And just a beautiful dog in general.
Oh, they're so cute.
Doing good in the world.
Bringing the bats home. Oh, we love him.